YouTube on this Wednesday evening. And I'm also going to be live on Instagram as well. So I'm just joining that too. So I'll be on both platforms tonight. Hello and good evening. It's lovely to see you all. Hopefully you can hear me okay and you can see me okay. If you are watching on YouTube, hopefully the orientation is okay, because I know that I had some issues last time on getting it to be horizontal. But I think it is. So if you're watching on YouTube, just you can maybe, like, I don't know, give me a thumbs up or like say yay, it's the right way around. And hi if you're here on Instagram as well. So yeah, I am live on both platforms at the same time. So if you prefer to watch one format than the other, then you can always switch between platforms. I am here to share with you the brand new Sewing Society kits that we have launched today for October, slightly later than the first Wednesday of the month because it is the 8th today. But yeah, sometimes when the dates fall like that, then we had to just sort of move things around. But so lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me live. So yeah, I have got all of the kits here to show you. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join and then I will start chatting to you about them. Now, the top that I'm wearing tonight is not one of the kits. This is an old jumper that I knitted, but it just went really well with one of the kits. So that's why I'm wearing that. But yeah, we've not branched into knitted kits. But we've got two amazing new kits to show you. So some of you might have already received the newsletter that went out at 6 o'clock. So that was the exclusive first access to the kits, but they are just generally live on the website now. And if you are watching on Instagram, then you will be able to get the links in the bio as well to them, and you can just find them on the website too. So yeah. But hello from wherever you are watching. It looks like we've got people far and wide again this evening, so that is lovely to see you all. Now, before I sort of get into the main things of the kits, the details of the kits, I can't get my words out. I haven't actually been feeling really well this week. I've managed to sort of just resurrect myself slightly and put some makeup on to come and share with you the kits tonight, but I'm probably not going to be here quite as long as maybe I would normally be for a live. I'll try and aim to keep it in about half an hour. Yeah, if I suddenly have to just sort of disappear, then don't panic. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've just not been feeling that great. Okay, so we've got two brand new kits. The first one I'm going to share with you is the Rosemary skirt. So that's what I'm wearing at the moment, and I've got another two samples to show you here. And then the other one is the Helen's Closet Wildwood jacket with a massive twist that I will tell you all of the details of. And we've got lots of choice, and yeah, I will explain to you all of the details. These kits have been months in the preparation, and what I really love about these kits is that not only do they give you that finished garment, you will end up just having so many skills that you can use in other projects as well. So yeah, I'll talk to you about the skirt first, and I'm going to stand on my little stool, which is just slightly behind me here, just so that you can actually see it. So it is just a really lovely classic A-line shapes, nice clean and simple lines. So it's got darts at the front and at the back, and it's just a really nice staple wardrobe to have. So what we have done in the kit is we're going to show you how to put in an invisible zip. So it has got an invisible zip down the side here. So in the pattern you'll see that it's at the centre back, but we show you how to alter the pattern to move it to the side and then put in an invisible zip instead. And then also how to draft your own lining. So all of these skirts come with lining as well, and everything that you need to, we show you how to draft the lining for the kit, which is a really useful skill to have. So you can see here that this one's got a lovely contrasted stone lining in it, viscose stone lining. So all of the linings are that sort of classic kind of slippery lining, which is great if you're wearing over tights or leggings because it doesn't sort of stick, so it means that you can just walk nice and freely. So the one I'm wearing is the green check. We've got 3 different options, but at the moment let me just check what we've got. We've got a few of the navy in the top size bracket. So these are the 2 other colour options here. So we've got the red check and then we've got the navy check as well. And then with this one, I'll show you the lining as well. It's a gorgeous sort of aubergine colour in that one. And then with this one, the lining is a lovely kind of contrast. It's a nice nice sort of warm kind of orange colour, so just something a little bit fun in the inside. So yeah, it has a facing, and then we show you how to adapt that facing and then also to draft the lining that goes in as well. So it looks really lovely and neat on the inside. You can see it's concealing all of the raw edges there. So all of these fabrics are made in Britain. They're all wool, 100% wool, but the green check one does have, the one that I'm wearing just now, it does have a little bit of cashmere in it as well. So it feels really, really lovely and soft. They're all absolutely gorgeous. So it's really nice to have that cozy layer to it. They are going to feel really lovely and warm. Now, somebody's mentioned that they would want it a bit longer. So the pattern as it comes is essentially for a mini skirt. So this version, so you'll be able to see the modelled photos of me wearing this one on the listing. This is lengthened 10 centimetres from the original pattern, and then the one that I've got on just now, and then the navy check that Becca's wearing in the modelled pictures, they're both lengthened by 5 centimetres, but we have included enough fabric in the kit for you to lengthen it sort of between 15 and 20 centimetres if you wanted to. So you could definitely, obviously it depends on your height, but you could definitely get a longer skirt if you wanted to do that. You do also get all of the sizes in the pattern printout that comes with the kit as well. So if you, so yeah, depending on what size you were making, you could always get the kit that covers up to size 32. Then you're going to have all of that additional fabric, and that would allow you to lengthen it as well. So inside the kit, I'll tell you what the split is. So up to size 22, that's waist 26 inches up to 39.5 inches, and then it's hip 34 up to 47 inches. So in that one you are getting 0.8 meters of the fabric. The fabric retails at £29 a meter because it is that 100% wool fabric. And then for the up to size 32, which is waist 26, you get all the sizes up to waist 52.5 inches, and hip is 34 up to 57 inches. You get 1.5 meters of fabric in that. So yeah, if you definitely wanted more flexibility on the length, then you could always opt for that higher size bracket. So yeah, at the moment we have got, we're sold out of the up to size 22 in the navy, but we do have some left in the up to size 32, and we've got some in the other ones as well. I'm just checking to see if, are these dry clean only fabrics, please? So yeah, I talk in a lot more detail about caring for the fabric in the top tips video, as I always do. So there's always a little time-stamped section in my top tips video that comes with the kit that will explain to you all about that. But yeah, for 100% wool, I wouldn't be recommending that you machine wash that. It can affect the wool a little bit. You can get felting, and it can sort of make the density of the weave a lot tighter. But wool is like a naturally, it's almost like a self-cleaning fabric. It's with 100% wool fabric, you don't really want to be machine washing it. I would recommend just air drying it, spot clean it if you have to. You can dry clean it, but I personally wouldn't recommend doing that as a pre-washing part of making the project, because I always think that in any form of sort of laundering like that can just take away some of the body of the fabric. It happened to me once with, this is like a slight tangent, years ago with a ready-to-wear coat that I had. So yeah, it was like a coat that I bought from the shops. And obviously when you buy anything from the shops, it's not been pre-washed at all or pre-treated at all. And yeah, I got this coat that I'd really loved and I'd worn for a long time. I got it dry cleaned and it was just never the same again. It was like the body had been taken out of a little bit. So yeah, I mean, you could dry clean it if you really wanted to, but I don't really think you need to. Yeah. Anyway, and then someone else is saying, I'm hoping these fabrics will be available to buy separately eventually. In the meantime, I might be inspired to make the Ava and my family tartan. But potentially we might have some left over. Yeah, I have the green, looking forward to learning new skills. Yeah, that you will learn lots of new skills in this kit for sure. Okie doke. Is there enough fabric for the long jacket not to add the fleece to the back? And also, do you have more of the indigo to buy a bit more for the hood? That was a question on YouTube. I'm gonna the questions on YouTube, when I see them on the screen, they flash up and then they disappear again. I think it might be better maybe if Belle or Becca answers that one. I do have Belle and Becca in the background tonight helping me, just letting me know what stock is available and with any questions and things as well. So they will also be able to pick up questions in the comments too. Okay, so yeah, that is the skirt. Did I tell? So I've told you how much fabric you get. You do obviously also get the A0 printed pattern as well. So it's all going to come in this lovely little box, nice and neatly packaged, in our Sewing Society belly band. So it's a fibre mid pattern, and the printout that you get with the kit includes the seam allowance. There's always a bit of confusion over fibre mid patterns and whether they have the seam allowance included or not. But the printout that we've got in the kit does include the seam allowance, so you don't have to add that on. But the way that the licensing works when we use fibre mid patterns for kits is that you don't get the A0 file, so it is just that printout that you will have in your kit. And then we do also give you some pattern trace Swedish tracing paper as well, that we show you how to use that to draft the lining section, and also how to adapt the facings as well so that the skirt can be lined. So you've got that. You've got your main fabric, as I mentioned before, so there's 0.8 meters in the up to size 22 and 1.5 meters in the up to size 32. And that, remember, that fabric retails at £29 a metre because it is 100% wool. Then you've got your lining fabric, you've got some black cotton woven interfacing, that is for your facing section at the top. You've got your concealed zip, obviously you've got a reel of thread as well. And then we also give you a hook and eye to put at the top of the invisible zip as well, and your mixed pack of needles. And then you also get your little Me Made woven label, which I would highly recommend sewing into the back of it, because although they are different front and back, the darts are different at the back to accommodate the behind. At a glance, it's always much easier if you've got a little label sewn into your project, so definitely stitch that one in. So we give you that as well. And then you've also got free UK shipping too if you're just getting the skirt kit. So yeah, that is the skirt, and I'm going to come back to it later and show you some nice fabrics that go with it if you want to make a whole outfit, want to plan a top or a jumper at all. So the next kit that I'm going to talk to you about is the lovely jackets that are on the rail behind me here. So as you can see, we've got 4 colourways, but I think at the moment we are pretty limited in the indigo colourway. Becca will be able to tell me that, how much stock's actually left. So there's quite a lot to tell you about this jacket. I almost don't even know where to start. But if you've ever dreamed of making your own coat before, then this is definitely the project for you, and it is made extra special by the combination of patterns that we have included and the fabric as well. It's taken a lot of working out to work out all of the different components of this jacket. So the base pattern is the Helen's Closet Wildwood pattern, which is actually a pattern for a vest, but they do an expansion pack where you can then add on a hood or a collar. So you're actually getting both of those patterns in the kit. So yeah, it's effectively like getting 2 patterns in one, but it makes it so customizable. So there's lots of different options that you can do. Now, the main thing that you're going to notice that's different in these samples that I'm showing you is that it's got this really lovely yoke section. Now, this is not part of the pattern. In the kit, we are going to show you how you can transform this pattern into having this lovely little yoke section on the front and the back, and then also having the snuggly teddy in the hood as well, or on the collar, like in this sample here. So there's a lot going on in the pattern. There's lots of options. I also want to talk to you about the fabric as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. And when I sort of had this vision of the coat that I wanted to make as part of the Sewing Society launch this autumn, I did quite a bit of research, and I checked out some coats that you can get on the high street as well. I'm not going to name any brands at all, because I'm not here to do that. But I was actually quite disappointed in the quality that you could actually buy from the shops. And when I saw what combination of fabric that we could get to make this one, it is honestly so much better than anything that you would buy from the shops. It just feels lovely. So the main fabric is the Mind the Meter quilted Jordan fabric. It's a double-sided pre-quilted fabric. and on one side it's got a gorgeous sort of lovely peach skin kind of finish to it, and then on the reverse side it's like a traditional sort of lining fabric, so it's more sort of slippery. So I'm going to tell you the details of that fabric. Let me just find it. So it's 52% cotton, and actually, sorry, my thing's kind of cut out here. Maybe Becca Bell, would you mind just popping into the chat what the composition is of the outer again? So yeah, you've got that lovely sort of peach skin finish on the outside, and then for this really snuggly teddy bit, this is like a double-sided fleecy fabric, which is so lovely and cozy. And then you get 3 different fabrics in this kit, because then you've also got a lining fabric here. So on the inside of that yoke section, that is the really soft sort of peach skin fabric that is on the outer part of the quilted one. And then in the kit we show you how to make continuous bias binding with that, and that is how you're finishing off your coat. And round the pockets as well, you can see it's got these lovely patch pockets. So there is honestly just so much detail and finishing in this jacket. It is one that you will be super proud of. It's a project that you can like really get your teeth into for the autumn and winter and just chip away at, and you will just be loving the end result that you get. So yeah, the shell is 52% cotton, 35 polyester, and a 13% nylon. And as I said, it's just got that lovely sort of, it feels really luxurious. It's got that lovely kind of peach skin finish to it. So I'm going to talk you through the different versions that you can make with it as well. And I'll step back a little bit. I'm going to put some of them on so that you can see them as well. So we've got 4 different colours. I think the indigo might have sold out though. Maybe Becca, you could just let me know what the situation is, just typing it out. Because it's quite hard. I can't read the table. She sent me a table of the stock, but my eyesight's not picking it up. But we only have a few of the fuchsia left. So we've got the sienna, which is this one here. We've got the khaki, which I absolutely love. That one is the indigo here, and then this one here is the fuchsia. So lovely, nice, rich colours. They're absolutely gorgeous. There's 2 indigo left, 2 of this one. So I will talk you through the different versions, then I'm also going to talk you through the sizing and just generally all of the other kit components in it as well. So you can make 3 different length versions of this coat. So this one here is the more cropped version. This was actually made for Hannah, so it's a little bit snug on me, but I can still get it on. So this is more like a kind of high hip length, so good if you wanted to wear it with maybe some nice high-waisted trousers. It's got those lovely cozy pockets, and then of course it's got the hood as well, which is really nice and snuggly. And then we've got these gorgeous antique bronze snaps to close it off, which is really nice. So yeah, that is the hip length one there. Hopefully you can see that on YouTube as well. It just cuts in a slightly different place. So yeah, that is the sienna. And then for the khaki one, so this one is, so in the modelled photos on the website, this one, it's Kate that's wearing this one, and this is the slightly longer length one, so it's kind of like the middle length, which just gives a little bit more coverage. Again, it's got those lovely gorgeous pockets there. And then the indigo one is the longer one, so this is the kind of mid-thigh one. So this is one that I have actually been wearing for the past few weeks, and I absolutely love it. It's so cozy and warm and snuggly. So I'll stand up on my little stool again just so that you can see where it's hitting on my thigh here. So yeah, I would say it's kind of like mid to kind of lower part of the thigh. It's really lovely and snuggly. It's got a dipped hem as well, so slightly longer at the back. Just a really nice shape at the side there. And yeah, it just feels really, really lovely and snuggly. And then finally, in the fuchsia one, this is also the shortest length in the fuchsia, and it has got the collar instead of the hood. So you can see that one as well. So it's just a cute little rounded collar there. Nice cozy pockets again too, so you maybe just sort of see the yoke section a bit more because the hood's not covering it up. So that is all the different colours. So Inside the kit, as I mentioned, you've got those 3 different types of fabric that come in it. There's 2 size options. So just because of how the sort of layouts work, basically the way it works when we are working out the contents of the kits is that we do specific lay plans based on the actual fabric that we're including in a kit. So obviously when you get a pattern, it will give you suggested fabric requirements for different widths of fabric, but when we come to work out exactly how much fabric's going in the kits, we work it out specifically for that kit. So sometimes the split in sizing can just be a little bit different depending on sort of how things fit in the fabric. So the first size range of this one goes up to size 14, and I would recommend just checking out your measurement. They're all, I'll sort of briefly shout them out just now, but they are all in the listing. So check your measurements if you're not sure what one to get. As the up to size 14 is bust 31 to 40, waist 24 to 32, and hip 33 to 42. And then the up to size 34 is up to bust 60 inches, waist 52 inches, and hip 62 inches. So you do get all of the sizes with both kits. The difference is just the amount of fabric that you're going to be getting in there with each kit. So you do also get the digital A0 files as well as part of this kit. So unlike the skirt, you do actually get them for your sort of future reference, but they're all printed out anyway in the kit. So that's for both of the patterns. So the Wildwood jacket and then also the hood and collar expansion pack too. And then you've got your main fabric, so that main sort of quilted fabric, that Mind the Maker Jordan quilted fabric with that gorgeous nice beachkin finish. You've got 1.4 meters in the up to size 14 kits and 2 meters in the up to size 34. And then you've got the matching solid peach skin for the lining, so that is on the outside of the hood, and then also for making all of your binding here. And then of course you've got your teddy fleece as well for the colour blocking, and then you've got woven cotton interfacing, just a little section, so we suggest just putting that on the inside of the teddy bit there just to stabilise where the snaps go. And then of course you've got your snaps, so they are Prim Antique Brass snaps, so they just go really nicely with all the colours. They look really lovely and polished. And then you've got your thread as well, so either 2 or 3 spools of thread, depending on what size range you're making. There's quite a lot of thread needed for this project. And then your mixed pack of needles and your little woven label that you can sew into the back. I think this one's got it here. You can sew that into the back, or you can put it into the pocket as well. I think that's what I did on my navy one. I sort of put it into the side of the pocket too. And then of course your shipping, free UK shipping is included with those kits as well. And then I did mention the video when I was talking about the skirt. So of course then you also get the video as well with this kit, and it's a really big long one for the coat. There's over 100 minutes of footage in that. There's a lot. And a lot of it's because we're actually showing you lots of things that are just not in the instructions. So like adapting the pattern to have that yoke section, and sort of how to sew that in, and how to get a really nice clean finish on the inside. So it honestly looks as good on the inside as it does on the outside in this coat. Like all of the raw edges are totally concealed. It's got binding everywhere. It looks really smart. The way that it comes together is just really clean at the side seams as well. So it's, it is a make that you will be super, super proud of. Now I have seen some questions just pop up on YouTube, but because I can't really get back to them on YouTube, I sort of miss them. So Belle, if there are any questions on YouTube that are worth me answering that you guys have not been able to answer, then just pop them in the chat just now. It's a bit easier on Instagram because it's just easier for me to scroll down a little bit, and then I can see all of the past comments. There's enough fabric in the kits to make any of the length pictured with the teddy contrast. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you can make any length of the kit, the long one, the short one, with that contrast. And also depending on the length of the coat as well, you'll see that the proportion of the teddy slightly changes. So we made it thirds. So we sort of talk you through how to do that and how to calculate it, because it just kind of makes it a little bit more balanced. So in the longer version, you can see that it comes down a bit lower. It's kind of going just below the armhole there. Whereas on the other one, so like on this shorter one, it's just cutting a little bit higher, but it's all about the proportion, you see, and getting that third split really nicely. Okie doke. I think I might have missed the context of some of the other questions that came up. But yeah, if anybody does have any other questions for me just now, but I hope you have enjoyed seeing them anyway. What I was going to do is just show you some matching fabrics that we've got. So maybe if you want to make an outfit with the skirt, then I've got a few options that go really nicely with some of the fabrics. So let me just hang that back up again just now. Were they true to size? Yeah, I would say that they are true to size. Like for the jacket, I just made the size that corresponded with my body measurements, and I think the size comes up good. Like it allows me to wear, you know, like a fairly thick jumper underneath and feel okay. So yeah. I always do talk about, in the videos as well, I always talk about the sizing and kind of how it came up and what all the different versions are too. So you get a little bit more detail on that when you see the video that comes with the kit too. Okay, so the fabrics that I was going to show you that to go with the skirt kit. So this one here, which I think goes really nicely with the one that I'm wearing just now, so that's the green check. You can sort of see them together there. This is a lovely soft fabric. It is the Emerald Tencel Modal jersey fabric. So it's quite a lightweight fabric and it's got a gorgeous drape to it. Feels really lovely, nice and soft. So this would make a gorgeous top, maybe something with kind of wrap style or sort of cowl neck would look really nice. Or yeah, any kind of sort of t-shirt top would look good in that one. So that's one option there. And then we've also got this gorgeous, nice, chunky, knitted black fabric. This is the black chunky knit fabric. It's 80 cotton, 20 polyester, and it's kind of got this really nice sort of knitted effect to it. So that would be perfect for a nice cardigan or a jumper. I think that would look really lovely and cozy, and that would go really nicely, I think, with both the green check and the red check as well. I think that one would look nice with that. And then what else have I got here? This berry viscose one, berry viscose blended knit fabric. It's a viscose polyester mix. This is a really lovely snuggly one. It would look nice as a jumper or again as a cardigan. It's got a bit of drape to it as well because it's got viscose in it, and I think that one would look really nice with the navy skirt. You can see in the navy there's sort of subtle coloured lines in it, so you can kind of pick them out a little bit depending on what you pair with it. So that looks really nice too. And then we've also got this single knit jersey. This is just your classic cotton jersey, the Pink Basics organic cotton. So this would be good for just a nice simple little t-shirt or top. And that also just kind of picks out the more sort of like mauvey pinky stripe that's in the navy skirt too. So that could look quite cute as well. Something a little bit brighter. And then we have also got the navy, dark navy meat milk derby ribbed Tencel jersey fabric too. So again, because this is Tencel, it's nice and drapey and it feels really lovely and soft, and this would make a gorgeous little top or t-shirt. That one looks really nice with the navy one too. So yeah, a few options there that go with the skirts. I think we've only got a couple of the navy skirts left now. That's just in the top size range, so in the curve size range. But remember, you do get all of the sizes with the skirt kit. So even no matter what size you were making of the skirt, if you had the up up to size, what is it in the skirt? Up to size 34 or 32, then you would, you'd be able to make any size because you have them all anyway. Sorry if you already mentioned, but did you knit your jumper? It's lovely. I did knit my jumper quite a long time ago now. And I've been trying to remember what pattern it was. It was in a long avec Anna pattern. It's got a cute little sort of scalloped detail at the bottom. I'm a very slow knitter. It takes me a long time. Okay, do we have any other questions at all? I hope you've enjoyed seeing all of those kits. Remember, they are all just available on the website now. So if you're watching on Instagram, then you can go to the link in the bio and that will take you there. But they are just also generally on the website. Should be in the Just Arrived section and in the kits section as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, or maybe if you're watching back on YouTube later, then we'll add the products we'll link the products to the video as well. Sorry, I'm struggling to get my words out tonight. But it was so lovely to see so many of you join. And thank you to those of you that have already placed your order. I can't wait to see what you make. They're such gorgeous projects, just perfect for this time of year. The skirt's definitely one if you want something maybe like a little bit quicker and easier, where you can just like hone in on some detailed skills like the invisible zip and putting the lining in. Honestly, not as hard as you would think, especially because you'll have my video anyway. And then for the coat, the coat is going to be one of those projects that does just take you a little bit longer to work on, but we're definitely at the right part of the season for that. It's just coming into autumn now, and just having something that you can just take your time with and chip away at. And you just end up with the most beautiful coat that you will honestly feel so proud of. I can't wait to see what you guys make with this. So yeah, thanks so much again for watching. I'm going to call it a night there. But if you do have any questions, you need any help at all, then you can always just leave comments on social media. We can get back to you, or send us an email as well. The team will just be keeping an eye on emails for the next hour or so, and then I'll obviously be back in the shop again tomorrow and picking everything up. So if you do need any help with anything at all, then yeah, we're here and you can get in touch. Thank you for the well wishes on feeling better soon. I hope I feel better soon too. I'm sure I will. But lovely to see you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.